Hi there, welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to talk about the advanced process management tools, okay, like htop, FG, and jobs. So let's see how to manage the processes with the help of these advanced tools. Okay, first of all, you need to install the htop command because by default it is not present on any Linux system. You need to install it. So to install, you just need to type sudo apt get install htop and hit enter. Okay, and then it will ask for your password. Then you need to insert your password. Okay, I already installed it on my machine, so that's why I'm going to start it directly like this htop. Okay, so this is how the output looks with the help of htop command. But right now I'm going to quit it because you cannot perform some operations correctly with normal users. You need to be an administrator to perform each task here. So you need to be a root user. So just switch user command, that is su, and login as root, and you need to insert your root password. Okay, now I login as root and then type htop, and here now we are login as root, and now we can perform any operations that can be performed with the help of this htop command. So let's talk about each option present here and what is trying to say to us, okay, in the output. So let's talk about the first option, or the output here, CPU. This option here, or this menu here, tells us that the amount of CPU involvement inside the processes. That means 2.0, 2.6, okay, and this amount is constantly changing. That is the involvement of the CPU in the processes. Okay, it is the amount of involvement of the CPU in handling the processes. So the next one is memory. It is the amount of memory actually used by the processes. So here you can see there is total 999 MB of memory available, and out of that 57.1 megabyte of memory is used. And the next one is swap, that is SWP. Swap is a memory which is an extension to our actual physical memory. Swap is not an actual memory, but it is a file which is present on our hard drive and which acts as an extension to our physical RAM. Okay, so there is 1024 megabyte of swap memory is present, and out of that 0 kilobyte is used. Okay, so let's talk about the next row here, that is tasks, and there are total 26 tasks, and then 15 threads, and out of that one is running. The next row shows us that the load average. So what is load average? Load average is the time taken by the CPU to load each process, okay, one by one. Linux is in multitasking, so that's why it is the loading average. So it displays here three values. So the three values here represents the load average for three different timings. Okay, so the first value shows us the load average for last 5 minutes, the second value shows us the load average for last 10 minutes, and the third value shows us the load average since last 15 minutes. Okay, here you can see this load average is also constantly changing. Okay, the next row shows us the uptime. Uptime means since last our server is started, the total amount of time, okay, that our server is started and running continuously. Okay, here you can see the server is started since last 22 minutes. Okay, let's talk about the next row here. Okay, and we're gonna see each column here one by one. So the first one is PID. PID stands for the process ID. Process ID is a number with the help of which we can kill any process, okay, by providing this number. The next one is the user. The user who started the process, okay, the name of the user is provided in this column. Okay, so here you can see 1662 is in process ID, and that process is started by the user root. Okay, the next column represents the PRI, that is the priority. We saw in our previous lesson how to set up the priorities. Okay, we can also set the priorities in this tool. okay, and it is very easy to set the priorities with the help of this htop command. So we're gonna see in few minutes how to set up the priorities, but for now just understand here this column represent the priorities. The next column is ni, that is the nice value. Then after that virt, it is an virtual memory size, okay, or it is the memory that is claimed but not actually used by the process. So the root user having process id 1662 claimed the memory 5832 kilobytes, okay. And the next column is res, that is the reserved memory, and it is the actual memory used by the process. So out of 5832, the 3318 kilobytes memory is used, okay, here by the root user. And the next column is shared memory. So this column represents us the memory which is shared with other processes, okay, out of the virt memory, okay. The next column represents the status of the processes. So there are different statuses of the processes. So here you can see the first represents r. R means that is the running process. S means it is in sleeping mode. If you find T, that means it is either stressed or stopped. If you find Z, that means it is a zombie process. And if you find D, that means the process is in the state of uninterruptible sleep. Okay, after that the next column represents the CPU, the amount of time spent by the CPU on that process. The next one is the memory. The memory column represents the physical RAM used by the process, okay. The next column is time. This time column shows us since last the process is running, or the time used by the process, or you can also say that the running time of the process. And the next one is command. So this column shows us the actual command that the process started, or the link of the command with the process. So the htop command is displayed here, and its process id is 1662, and it is started by the root user, okay. In this way all these columns explains us this very useful information. Okay, let's talk about all the options present at the bottom, okay. Let's talk about F1. When you press F1, then you get this help menu here, and if you want to understand the shortcuts, okay, and then you can see here you can learn more things with this help menu. Then the next one is F2. So when you press F2, then the use of F2 is to set up or to customize the output of this stop command. So you can see here you can customize how it should look to the bottom. You can control this with the help of arrow keys and then enter key, okay. You can also set the colors that should appear at the output, or the columns that should be in the output, okay. You can determine or set anything with the help of this F2. So I'm not going to customize this right now because this output that present is pretty good. So after that the next option is F3. So with the help of F3 you can search a particular command. Suppose here in the command column you can see there are different commands are displayed. So when I type snap then here you can see it shows us the snapd command, and when you press F3 again, then it will shows you the next commands, okay. In this way you can search a particular process with the help of its command name, okay. The next option is F4. When you press F4, then you can filter, okay. The F4 is also work like the F3. Just type the command. Suppose I want to type, or I want to filter ISC, okay. I want to filter this ISC ID, then it is showing us all the processes, okay, with the same command name. In this way you can use this option here. Press F10 to quit and restart it again. Stop. The next one is F5. With the help of F5 you can see here the command column when I press F5, then you will get all the processes in tree format, or all the commands in tree format. Here you can see the su switch root, okay, and here the root user started this htop command. Okay, so you can get into the root of that process or this command, or you can get the depth information as compared to other options with the help of this thing. After this, the next option is sort by, that is F6. When you press F6, then you can see here it shows us different option. You can sort the output by process ID, or by user, or by priority, or by nice values. Okay, there are different options with the help of which you can sort. So suppose I want to sort the output by user, then select this user and hit enter, and now here you can see the output is sorted based on users, like this. Okay, the next option is F7. With F7 you can set a highest priority nice value. Okay, lowest the value means highest the priority. So here this Prashant user is having priority 20, and I want to set it to high, so press F7. So as I press F7, the value decreases here. Okay, now it is set to 10. Okay, and if you want to increase the value, that means you want to set the lowest priority to it, then you can press F8. Okay, like this, and by pressing F8 you can set it to normal. Okay, in this way you can set up the priorities with F7 and F8 key. And the next option is F9. With the help of F9 command, you can directly kill any process that is running in this column. Okay, so suppose I want to kill this process Prashant. Okay, or okay, let's kill this process htop. So to kill that, press F9. Okay, now here after pressing F9 you can see here there are different signals that you can send. Okay, so you need to select these signals. So out of all these signals I want to select 9, because signal 9 means the absolute kill. Okay, so when you send this signal, okay, now our process is stopped here. Okay, in this way you can send different signals. You can learn about each signal by searching online, because these signals are lot signals, and out of that signal number 9 is for absolute kill, and signal number 15 is for stopping a process. Okay, so these two are important signals. So just log out here, exit, and now we are here as Prashant. So the next command that I would like to show you is jobs. With jobs command you can see the list of jobs that are running on your system. Currently there is no job is running on our system. Okay, so suppose I type command htop and send it to background. Okay, so when I type jobs, here you can see it shows us the htop command is running and it is in stopped state. So you can see the list of jobs that are currently running on your system with the help of jobs command. And the next command that I would like to show you is fg. Fg command is used to start a job, okay, or to restart a job that is stopped at the background. So you just need to provide here fg, and after that the process name. If there is only one process or job is running, then you don't need to provide anything, just hit enter, and here you can see after hitting enter our process is started back. Okay, in this way the jobs command work. Okay, so suppose I type htop. Okay, htop. Okay, there are two commands that are running at the background with the same name. So if you want to start the second process, then you need to provide option like this, okay, that is mod 2, and if you want to start the first, then like this. Okay, so if you're having more than one processes or jobs running, then just provide the option like this 1 2 3 12, anything that is there, and you can start that process back like this. Okay, in this way you can perform the advanced operations on the Linux system with the help of this pretty useful and very interesting colorful tool. Okay,